didn't read them all. First of all, I thought I was cheating. And second, I mean, it was weird. The question was like the answer. It was like Jeopardy. You know, he would say, what about the position concerning the resurrection understood in terms of today's science? And I would say, the question is, who is Joseph Ratzinger? All right, question, okay.
I just have one of the four options that Ross Douthat talks about is the Benedict option, which you brought up. There's a recent book by the historian Peter Brown from Princeton called Wealth, the Rise of Christianity and the Fall of Rome. And I was struck that simultaneous with that, you did have these bishops forging Christian communities, the church, which, as you've said in the past, the answer is to build up the church. Can you speak a little bit to that? And, you know, maybe obviously the moment you described is the key. But sometimes those flames need to be, you know, and this is obviously what the movement, community liberation does. Is there a way that method to inspire the building of the church?
Oh, yes. Certainly, I mean, I was following your question, but I detected a little moment of weakness in your conviction. Is this really enough to run off and meditate about what lasts forever, about what is true? We have this, especially us in this century, but that sounds not enough. The temptations we have are always the temptation to some form of activism. Because A, we are afraid of the opposite, of irresponsible non-behavior. And second, because we really believe that it is us who must construct the world. Maybe we have to construct the world. It is us that must construct the church. Now, if what do you say about the bishops that were doing the building of churches? They were doing it. I have two observations about that. Either they were doing it moved by the same thing that moved the monks to search for the truth, or else those churches, those parishes, those dioceses, no matter how big they would appear, an ornate temple would collapse. So sooner or later, it was not sustained by the same wonder at truth. I would dare say that would be an answer that Benedict would give. But then again, if you see, I know because I doubt myself. If you follow that way of looking for the truth and being open to it, if you love the truth, you know, there is a psalm that we say very frequently in the liturgy of the hour that says, your truth and grace, truth is better than life. If we really are willing to lose our blood looking for the truth and defending the truth, then everything, the words are of Jesus, everything else will be given to you besides. You don't have to say, okay, that takes care of this part, but now who's going to build the churches? Some bishops, some other people will be called to look for the truth using that. If the Lord wants the church built there, He will get it built. Do you understand what I mean? I know that it's very difficult. I find it sometimes very difficult to accept. Because it also also the temptation is to think that, then, you know, what, I'm just entirely a slave, but there's no real freedom. But I have to realize the very opposite, that this obedience to God's presence as truth, as a call, as the call of truth to me, is setting me free. Because outside of the truth, there is false. I hope that's all right.
Yeah, obviously, how does that, what creates that spark? That's the mystery. Is that the...
You don't have to do anything. Search the truth. Do what you're doing. Your vocation is what you're doing now. Your family,
How should we
your
understand
children,
the year of faith?
do this thing together. What?
How should, you have 300 bishops in Rome, the year of faith, councils.
Well, those are fun. And they are opportunities. I mean, I make fun of them. And I only make fun of them because there was a rationality. But anyway, it's not true that that is the case, because many of them serve as privileged moments for the Pope himself to give an instruction or an address, to write a post-synodical document and all that, for which we can learn a lot. So that's fine. And in our times are such that people pay attention maybe a little bit more to these things. But basically, they themselves, having the year of faith, is not the cause for a change in Christianity's entrance or penetration into the current culture. Having the year of faith is the opportunity, not the cause. The opportunity given to us in order to live our faith in such a way that it would enter into the stage of our humanity. I actually like what I said.
Either way, what Douthat's trying to, with this remedy, it will arise from what grows from from the community, from the continuation of the event in the church.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, in fact, I should say this too. I'm going to regret it if I don't. This occurs, the experience I'm talking about, only occurs within that communion called the church. Because the church is the subject of the new evangelization. And to the degree that we penetrate into the life of the church, to that degree we will experience the liberation and the freedom and the initiative and the energy to bring the light of God's truth to the culture that surrounds us. To the degree that we learn to live the life of the church. Father Dushani says the first authority that we must follow is the heart. Conscience understood the Newman way, for example. The second authority is the liturgy. You know, Pope Benedict is putting together, they are putting together all that he has written into his books. Book after book after book after book, class notes, everything. And he has chosen to begin with the very first one, the book on the liturgy, the spirit of the liturgy. Because he says everything I was to say afterwards is already there. And it turns to the way we seek to follow the rhythms of the liturgy with the church, that acts inside of us and starts giving out His grace, the liturgy, sacraments. And next, the companionship, the community, the others. The others. Oh, with the visions and things that are too far away. I can make any contact maybe with my local bishop, but alas. Anyway, the parish, that's much better. When the parish becomes an extension of the church, then living the life of the parish designed to seek to live the life of the church, living the life of the parish, will awaken in me that same grace, will have a cultural impact, if you wish. And finally, someone else. That is as intimate as it gets. That person somehow has been sent to you, and you can recognize it. To lead you, sometimes, I mean, by just the way they are, the way they look at you, the way they deal with questions, without any plan. Maybe the attraction that Jesus had to the apostle, some of it is can and must be felt today with another person or group of persons, a community. You cannot live a Christian life alone. All right.
Question?
See how biblical, it says somewhere in John's Gospel, after that they were afraid to ask him anymore.
I like very much your statement of your goal and ideal of Crossroads. That's in your little brochure.
Oh, yeah.
When it says-
Some imposter has probably written.
The mark of Christian culture
Yeah.
is that it fosters interest in the full spectrum of reality, rather than focusing on predetermined set of religious issues.
Yeah. Probably.
Have we tended to get too focused on predetermined set of religious issues?
Well, as he said, we have, in the past electoral years, I mean, a set of religious issues have become the main and sometimes only norm for you to judge how you're going to respond to the call to voting. So you're going to respond by not voting at all. So yes, we have tended to do that. Even in the past, I mean, there's a lot of anti-Catholic propaganda that seeks to make it worse. But there is no question that we may have acted according to a predetermined set of religious issues and ignore all the others, some equally important considerations that should determine the way we act. But a point I wanted to make, you give me a chance to do it, is that this is not, I think, this is not an American phenomenon. It expresses its Americanism is in the way of expressing of the context in which this situation occurs. But this is a human problem. It is us we are the ones who reduce Christianity to morality and ethics, to spirituality, who are scared of the incarnation, who see freedom only in terms of no obstacles to what I want to do, who consider belonging something less than human. We are the ones, but not in the abstract. The monks who are surrounded over there in France, Today, I'm sure these things exist, but they exist the way proper to France and its culture in its present moment. What we need is to do the same thing, same kind of analysis in the American context. When I first met Father Giussani, that's what he told me. He said, I need help to make sure that the movement in the United States sinks its roots into American soil and comes out as an American plant. I don't want planting something from Italy. I want something that is kept alive by American energy and life. But I want to understand your country, he said, because it's very difficult. Well, I think the election of President Obama, the re-election, as well as all the others. Today we had the thrill of hearing that Ms. Pelosi will be with us another 2 years. Anyway, this is suddenly I'm talking like Mayor Bloomberg. I just realized that. I will now speak in Spanish, my Spanish week. Anyway, all right. What was I saying? Yes, that this is a moment of opportunity. This man is the very personification of modern secularist, religious American culture, with roots also in the so-called third world. I mean, it's just perfect. You couldn't invent this person, in order to. What kind of witness do we give him? And the same with all the others. For us, an election is a moment of opportunity to see how the circumstances in which we live are being experienced by people, and to share our faith, to let them enter into our faith, to see how we can respond to this. How long it takes, where it goes, whether it works or not, is none of our business. We are useless servants. That's kind of insulting, but it's fantastic. All right, that's it. Your last chance. Truth is closing its doors.
One question, your article in Subsidiarity, you left us hanging about the Latin vote, at least the last article I saw. So now the numbers are out, 70-30, whatever.
Yeah.
And everybody's talking about the Hispanic, so the church, the
Yeah,
Hispanic.
that is it. I mean, of course, I'm Hispanic myself. This is a factor that is going to be very, very essential to the re-evangelization, if you wish. But the evangelization of Hispanics has to come first. We still keep the cultural craziness or piety towards life. But we have lost content of truth. We are not, we need to be evangelized. But it doesn't say, first catechize or evangelize the Hispanic community so that they will then go work with the rest of the church. This is deadly. Do this first to do the thing. The opposite is deadly. You know, we have been doing pre-evangelization for the past 50 years. And you never seem to move to beyond pre to the actual damn thing. This is the type of mentality that inhabits chanceries in archdioceses. Let's do this first, so that then we can do this. No. We do everything at the same time. The priority is the urgency one feels when one realizes what grace can do in those circumstances.
I haven't fully formulated this, so I don't know if it's a question or a comment.
Don't worry, I won't formulate
Good. And it relates to the Archdiocese of New York. I'm a coordinated religious ed in a parish in New York.
Oh, the dangers.
No, I'm a Catholic. I'm not one of those.
For you, that's it.
And I find the Archdiocese, when I go to meetings, and I don't go to many because they are so radically left, I find that the Archdiocese separates. Here's the Hispanic people, and they give meetings in Spanish, and here's the English. And I've always thought that was ridiculous. It separates us. What do you think about that?
Well, I haven't prepared my report. That has been being discussed for many years. You know? And I would say, again, one should judge the occasion. I don't know why one has to be applied to everything. There are occasions, both meetings, liturgical moments, and days of recollection, some catechetical days. I've done a few on the theology of the body for Spanish speaking, in Spanish and all that. And there are those that, although the majority of those present are Hispanic, they all speak English. So I do it in English. In any case, the language of the country. And no one, it is a total and absolute myth that the Hispanics want to change it, to make it Spanish, or even a bilingual.
But the nuns at 1011 do that.
Yeah,
They have separate things. And I'm sure that people want to be with their own culture, and that's
Yeah,
fine.
sure.
But as a rule, we should be brought together.
Look,
I-
in what brings us together, we can try to solve this problem and say certain percentage in Spanish, certain percentage in English, in French, in German, in Asian, whatever. Or we can realize that our center concern is the revelation of Christ. And he will choose what will be the best language in which to proclaim his glory. You know what I mean? If you don't waste time in fighting this other battle, I think we should give Christ more work to do. I mean, like it's his church and everything. I had a few ideas that I would have established different in the church, but he didn't listen. So, let him take care of the other stuff. Continue what you're doing. Okay. All right, get out of here.